The Joe Rogan Experience.
My rap career is a total different world than what this is.
Of course.
My rap career, I would say, what made that bad is that I started a little too old. So I didn't really get recognition or, till I was 30 years old. And you got to think I've been trying to do this my entire 20s. So when I started to be a rapper and get recognition for it and being that, I had a bitter attitude towards it. You get what I'm saying? Because it took so long for it to happen.
That happens to a lot of
people. And then now I'm 30 years old. It's a 30-year-old rapper. It's like how it's like a ticking time bomb at that point. Like how much time you got.
Really?
So I'm already in my head. Like I will say, a lot of people say like being a rapper is dangerous. Like because all the killings and shit like. But I would say being a rapper is dangerous in the sense because once you do it, you can't do nothing else. It ruins you. So let's just say, I was a rapper and then it failed. And then I got to go get a normal job.
Well, if anything
But I had
fails,
minimal success. You saw my video somewhere. I had a couple views. Yeah. And now I'm working at a job with you. Now you're like, oh, you, blah, blah. Yeah. So that, and everywhere you go, somebody, you was a...
That's true if
so
you're an actor,
always
too.
recognize.
But that's true if you're
so
an
you're
actor,
always
too.
getting acknowledged for your failures.
But that's true with anybody in the public eye,
So just
man.
imagine, every time someone recognizes you, they're acknowledging your failure. That hurts. It hurts.
Of course it does. But that's what happens in all walks of life. Anytime when you fail and people get to shit on you, and if you're a public person,
if you work fries at McDonald's, no one cares.
Don't you remember Gary Coleman?
Nigga,
Gary Coleman from Different Strokes? Yeah, he started working as a security guard, and people would just shit on him relentlessly. I'm like, imagine that. Because if he was just a security guard, no one would care. You would never walk up to a security guard and go, look at this fucking loser. You're a security guard?
That's exactly what I'm saying. So
it's the same thing with actors.
So me being Danny Brown, I can never go back to being I can never go back to being Daniel.
Danny, you don't have to, first of all, and don't. And don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. You don't have to. You're never going to have to do that. I know what you're saying, but you can't think about like worst case scenario and dwell on it like that. You are a personality, and a personality can do anything it wants to do. You're a fun guy.
I think about that, and I love that too. Because you got to think, the last album I put out was 2019.
Yeah, you were saying that.
And like that was
you're touring infrequently.
No, I worked on that album with Q-Tip. From just to be able to work with Q-Tip, which is such a fucking big deal to me.
For sure.
And it gave me confidence in my music, to be in the fact that A Tribe Called Quest was my dad's favorite rap group. I remember my dad taking me to fucking preschool. I'm preschool. It wasn't that early, but whatever.
Whatever it was.
But elementary school, my dad taking me to school, and he listening to A Tribe Called Quest. And before I know it, one day I'm sitting in the studio with Q-Tip every day, working on the album. So it was it was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It was a big deal for me. And, we made that album, and I guess the world of music have changed so much. Where like a 10-second TikTok beat means way more than you putting out a single. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that whole shit changed. So the way I grew up, like me, my favorite rapper is Nas. And Nas just put out a new album. And that album is fucking amazing. And you know why that album is amazing? It's because Nas is having fucking fun. And Nas is able to make music without any fucking... You gotta think...
Well, Nas is really rich. Like, he's got a bunch of
It
different
wasn't
businesses.
always like that, though.
No, but I'm saying, like, right now, if he's doing rap right now, it's because he wants to do it.
Yes, but it wasn't always like that. He
Right.
had the
Of
whole
course.
situation of what he went through.
Oh,
with
yeah.
his divorces and all. But I'm
Yeah,
saying,
It's all public.
Yes.
He's the best lyricist ever, in my opinion. His fucking shit is so complicated. The way he does things back. What's that one song where he does backwards? Rewind. That's a brilliant song.
Yo, you want to have this conversation? Bro, we don't want to talk about this. Like,
just for me. So
Nas is like... And I've had the opportunity to meet Nas a lot. Like, I wouldn't say a lot, but he knows what he means to me. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So actually, he wanted to sign me to his label. I didn't sign to him because, I mean, whatever. I mean, money, man. Money, man. The other contract was more money, man.
Yeah, I get it.
And that's what it is. But sometimes I think about that. Did I make a mistake? Be like, damn. Just because the artist that I looked up to my entire life that made me be a rapper tried to sign me, and I didn't sign with him, all because of money.
Mm.
And now, like I'm not saying like I feel any way about being with Warp. Like I love Warp. Warp is, they've done part 2. Warp has made me a better artist than what I actually am.
How's that?
Because like, okay, just even out. Like the album that I made an album during COVID, obviously. We were sitting around when nobody could do nothing. And I just felt like, oh shit, I ain't. So I just started going to the studio and just started recording songs, making music, record an album. And this is the album that we're going to release. But the album been done for like 3 years. Like, and.
Well, what's been the holdup? You don't know? So it's all on them?
That's what happened when you sign the record labels.
Oh, Jesus.
Bro, you want to hear, bro? All right, you want to hear? All right, let me give you my rundown story. I might need
3 years?
I might need another drink.
I think you need another drink.
I might need another drink, yeah. All right, so check this out. Danny Brown, being a regular rapper from Detroit, whatever, fuck. All right, whatever.
Cheers, sir.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I'm not even going to go into Tony Yayo and G on it, all weird shit. Just get to the point of. So, I remember it's a festival in New York at the time. Was called CMJ Festival, which was like it was like, same thing as South by Southwest, but it's a Texas. That's what it was for New York. And they had this festival, CMJ Festival. And at one of these shows, they had, at Brooklyn Bowl, Fools Gold Records, threw a show. And Kanye showed up. And it shut the whole shit down. Like, and I couldn't go. I couldn't get in. I was like, and to me, I was like, man, Fools Gold Records, like, man, they like the illest shit. Like, if I could ever be cool with Fools Gold Records, like, whatever I can do to be down with Fools Gold Records, I would do. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. So then, shit goes on years. I end up getting a situation. I started talking to Fools Gold, and I don't think they were really into signing me at the time, but Q-Tip from A Tribe Called Quest was real close with A-Track, who's one of the owners of Fools Gold, and they hung out, and A-Track was like, man, we thinking about signing Danny Brown, and Q-Tip was like, nigga, thinking? Are you retarded? Like, this is one of the illest things. He broke it down to him, like, what makes me so ill? Which we can talk after.
That has to be nice.
No, I'm literally, like, super ill. Like, when it comes to, like, rap, like, it's like cheating. Like, I'm like steroid. Like, it's super ill. Like, I can cheat. Like, it's super ill. So then he was like, fuck it. Yeah, I'm going to sign it, cuz. So then I already knew I was going to get signed to Fools Gold. We already had this to each other. So it was no negotiation on what the shit was. So I was going in interviews already. Like, I would do interview and they'd be like, what's going to happen? Boom, boom. And I'd be like, oh, I'm signing the Fools Gold. So, boom, to say that, we signed a contract. I signed for $5,000. Literally, $5,000. And it was South by Southwest happening the next week. And I had like 2 shows. So I literally spent the entire signing bonus at South by Southwest the next week. So I had no money, super broke, whatever the fuck. I'm living off my girl. You get what I'm saying? Like, her banking on me making it as a rapper kind of situation. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
We do whatever we do. We get that. But then the album comes out, and at the time, no one really thought about the album. I would think I did. But at that time, no one thought that the album would be like a big deal. End up the album come out at one fucking album of the year in Spin magazine. It ended up being one of the best albums I ever had in my career. Like, but when you think about it, it's like a person back against the wall. When you listen to the album, I'm back against the wall.
Right.
And the whole concept of the album is, you know, rap music is all about being young, 20-year-olds. The album is called 30. This is an album about a 30-year-old rapper just now starting to get a break and how he feels, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and the album did good. It did good.
Congratulations.
It did good. It did good. I'm saying not like sales-wise or anything like that, but culturally, it did good. And
It got recognition.
so I was able to get a lot of shit from that. And, you know, I got a lot of deals and signed a lot of shit. And then my next album after that was Old. It's called Old. But that charted Billboard. But it was a lot of money. Like, it was a lot of money spent in that. I say that to say this, okay. As me, as a kid from Detroit, got good at rap. All right, I know how to rap. A record label signs me. I rap for this record label, make an album. In my head, as when you start to make music, you want to be as experimental and to be you as much as point. You don't understand this, the thing called music business. So you're not thinking about business.
You're just thinking about art.
I'm just trying to make the best. Me, Illmatic was the greatest album I ever heard in my life. So to me, it's like Illmatic, and the other one is Cannibal Ox, Cold Vein. Like, so to me, it's like I'm trying to make albums to mirror those. I'm just trying to, like, as me as a rapper, as an artist or a musician, just trying to, like, shit that I was influenced by, like, try to make a piece of art that could stand next to that. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
at this point in life, that shit don't matter no more. Because there's too much money to be made behind this shit. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't care about this shit. And then now...
So do you think that by trying to make something that stands next to that, somehow or another you'll lose money?
Definitely.
How come?
Because time changed.
Time changes how?
The shit that we liked in 1994, we don't like it in 2004.
I still do. I think there's a lot of
we
people
do,
that still
but we
do.
got to think about the kids.
Dude, I still listen to Cool G rap.
Have you listened to Playboy Cardi?
No.
See?
Well, I'll listen to anything.
Playboy
I
Cardi.
can't know everything. I
Playboy
don't have
Cardi,
enough time.
Bro, Playboy Cardi can shut down this whole shit. I'm being
Can we
honest
play
with
some
you.
of it? Can we play some of it? We can play some
You
of it, right?
probably...
Which,
No.
no?
No. Just
Why?
Just some... See, look, I'm going to be a hater now by saying no. But no, we're not going to play no Playboy.
Why?
Because this is my Joe Rogan interview.
Okay.
I'm not about to fucking
It's
get
not,
Playboy.
gonna, it's not gonna hurt you if he gets a little love.
All right.
You just gave him some.
Playboy Cardi does not need
I'll-
no
about-
love.
I'll tell you. We'll play that. We'll play a little of that just to educate me and educate the people that are listening.
Oh.
And then we'll play.
Play
Give me a
Playboy
Danny
Cardi.
Brown track.
Look, no.
Give me a Danny Brown track that you like.
I definitely don't want to hear mine after this. Play Playboy Cardi,
No?
Stop
Why?
Breathing. Bro, you don't get it.
I don't get it. Help me out.
My music is like stand-up comedy in that sense. Oh, you want to hear some of my stand-up comedy rap?
Sure. I'd
We'll
love
do
to.
that. We'll do that. We won't have to, bitch, only thing you gotta know, my dick touch the ground when I'm sitting on the floor. See, that's the thing about rap. Like, you know me, I was into comedy, and so I took my whole shit from comedy, the way I would rap. So what I would do, I would just sit around and write punchlines all the time. So I write punchlines. So think about this. Look, I'm about to give y'all niggas the game. So it's 16 bars a verse. It's four lines for a verse. So let's just say if I sit around, I listen to a Joe Rogan episode, someone says an ill punchline on there. Uncle Joey, he might say some crazy shit like, ugh. You get what I'm saying? Just some
Yeah.
crazy shit. A line, just one line. I can take that one line. It's 16 bars. So one line could create 4 bars. So every line I get 4 bars. So I need 4 lines to give me a 16.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, no.
No,